Students, this video is for class 7 biology, chapter number 8, weather, climate and animal adaptations, page number 82. Okay, page number 82. So this chapter is all about the natural climate, natural changes which we observe around us daily, and how do animals adapt themselves according to the climate. Okay, we are going to see about the measurement of temperature and other things related to our nature and climate. Okay, so let's begin with this today. Now what they say, normally when we wake up, okay, we wake up and when we see out of the window, what we observe that sometimes it is a sunny day, sometimes it is raining, sometimes it's not sunny, it's neither raining but it is a cloudy weather, sometimes it is cold weather, sometimes it is hot. So everything, whichever whatever changes are taking place, this all describes the weather present outside in the atmosphere, right? So the weather describes the state of the atmosphere over a short period of time. Clear? Now the sun is 150 million kilometer away from the earth. So the sun is this much away from us, that is earth. But then too, we see the effect of sun in our daily life. Means sometimes we feel very hot climate, sometimes we feel very cold climate. This all changes occurs due to the sun. Okay, now what they say, the region near the equator get more sunlight. Now for this I will just show you one basic information, that if this is the sun, okay, if this is the sun, let us consider this as sun. Now the earth revolves around the sun. Okay, everyone knows that earth revolves around the sun, but the earth is not perfectly, what we can say, circular, right? It is elliptical. The earth is elliptical, means what you can see, it is bulged, not this type, it is actually this type of elliptical. Okay, it is bulged out at equator or at the center. You can see it is flat above and it is just came out from the side. So the earth is slightly elliptical, it is not circular. Means normally when we draw planets, we draw it in this shape, but our earth is slightly elliptical. Elliptical means it is flattened from top and just bulged outside. So normally the earth is not exactly circular, it is quite elliptical. Okay, it is bulged out, it is bulged out at the center. Okay, this is how the earth look like. And next thing, the earth do not rotate, means revolves like straight. Okay, it is slightly tilted around the axis. Means if we tilt this thing, what will happen, it will just get tilted like this, right? It will just slightly tilted. So when you, means if to understand this, you can see any video present on the YouTube. Okay, it will explain you that how the earth rotates and revolves around the sun. Okay, so basically the earth is not perfectly circular and it do not rotate or revolve in a straight manner. It is slightly tilted, means it is slightly tilted in this direction. Means if it is for that I will explain you. Yeah, if this is the axis, the earth is slightly like this. Okay, means it is slightly tilted and in this way it is revolving around the sun. Now you can see that, see this is the sun and this is the earth. Now this part of the earth will get more sunlight compared to this. Okay, this part will get more sunlight because it is revolving, means because it is revolving also and it is rotating also. So what happens is, this part gets more sunlight compared to this and this part. So this is the northern hemisphere or the north pole, and this is the south pole of the earth. Okay, and the one which is at the center, it is called as equator. It is called as equator. Okay, so the central part of the earth is called as equator, the upper is north pole and the lower one is south pole. So what happens is, while revolving and rotating, the earth will get the sunlight towards the equator more. Means we will feel more hot on equator compared to the north pole. So that is why you might have seen on Discovery Channel, there is always snow present in on the north and south pole, because the sunlight reaching over there is less, and on equator you will feel like a extremely hot climate. Okay, so this equator is present near the sun. So what they say is that the uneven heating of the earth causes the so the regions near the equator will get more sunlight than the regions near the pole. And this uneven heating, now why this is uneven, because you will see this here it is getting more heat, here it is getting less heat. So this uneven heating causes the winds to blow, okay. So yeah, wind to blow, which in turn changes the weather, and due to which the weather changes. Okay, next is the scientific study of the scientific study of weather is called as meteorology. Okay, so the study of the weather, changes in weather, is called meteorology, and the one who do this study means like the one who studies science, we call him scientist. Similarly, the one who study meteorology is called as meteorologist. Clear? So this is all about the weather. Now next is now how do we measure this weather and everything? They measures it using computer, satellites, and there are various instruments present over there with the help of which we can measure the changes in weather. Clear? Next is elements of weather. Now on which things the weather depends. The first is temperature. Now temperature means what? Temperature indicates that the thing is cold or hot, right? If like normally we say if it is below this temperature it is cold, if it is above that temperature it is hot. Means temperature is the sign, or temperature is the indicator using which we can conclude that something is hot or something is cold. So temperature is usually higher during the day. Now temperature is higher because we feel very hot during the day, especially in afternoon the temperature is high, so we feel hot, and at night time the temperature is low, that's why we feel cold. In AC, air conditions also, when we set the temperature lower like 17 or 16 or 18, 20, okay, these are low temperatures, so we feel cold. And if we increase the temperature like 24, 25, 26, we will feel hot. So more the temperature, more the hotness, lower the temperature, more the coldness. Okay, if the temperature is more, if temperature increases, hotness increases, and if temperature decreases, coldness increases. Clear? So in daytime the temperature is more, so we feel hot. In night time the temperature is low, so we feel cold. Clear? Now the special thermometers. Now our normal thermometer which we doctor use to measure our temperature is not enough to measure the temperature of the environment. So there are special thermometer which are known as maximum and minimum thermometers, which are used to measure the temperature of the earth or atmosphere. Clear? Next is humidity. After temperature the next topic is humidity. Now humidity means amount of water. Okay, we in means in what we can say rainy season. In rainy season the humidity is more. Now why the humidity is more? Because already it is the rainfall and more water is present in the air, so the amount of water present in the air describes the humidity. Means in weathers why we apply body lotions or vaselines? Because our skin become dry. Now why skin become dry? Because the amount of water present in the air decreases in winter. So in winter, due to the decrease in water amount of water in the air, the climate becomes dry, and we apply moisturizers or what we can say vaselines, right? So the humidity means the amount of water present in the atmosphere. Clear? So yeah, next is the humidity is measured by a instrument called as hygrometer. It is measured by hygrometer. The hygrometer diagram is given here above. That is A1, that is hygrometer. Next is precipitation. Now precipitation is the water that falls from the atmosphere to the earth's surface in the form of rain, snow, hail. Means normally you might have observed that in rainy season what happens? The water falls from the clouds on the earth surface. Why in snow also, in snowfall, the snow falls from the cloud to the earth's surface. Now snow is also a form of water, right? If we melt the snow, what we will get? We will get water. So basically snow, hails, rainfall, everything are the forms of water. So the amount of water falling from air or clouds to the earth is known as precipitation. It is known as precipitation. And okay, now when there are small rainfall occurs when small droplets of the water in the clouds join to the form bigger drops which fall to the ground. So many small drops falls from the clouds, but till coming to the ground, what happens? They form some group and we get quite big drops. Okay, so while falling they are very small drops. And the rains are very important for, as our India is an agricultural country, right? India is an agricultural country. Why? Because in our many places we find agriculture and our economy is dependent upon agriculture. So that is why India is an agricultural country. So what is needed the most is rainfall. You might have observed that when there is a less rainfall in a particular year, everyone says that yeah, now we will get less vegetables or we will get costly vegetables. So why does this happens? Because due to the less rainfall we do not have much crops and we do not have much production of the food or crops on the in the field, right? So that's why India is an agricultural country, and for agriculture what is important, that is rainfall. And we are having two types of rainfall, that is monsoon southwest rain, that is southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon means the rain which falls from June to September. And next is northeast monsoon, I means the places where the rainfall is from October to December, that is called as northeast monsoon. And the rainfall is measured with the instrument that is called a rain gauge. Means what? Means using that instrument we can measure with how much raindrops has fallen on the earth, right? Means we cannot calculate all over, but what they do, they just set up it at one place. Now if this is 1 meter area, it is at 1 meter area, so they collect the raindrops for suppose for an half an hour. So use in that half an hour how much water is collected inside the tank describes the how much rain is falling all over the area. Because means using that 1 meter land we will calculate it over the other areas also. So that is called as rain gauge. Next, now the air which moves from one place to another, we called it as wind, right? We called it as wind. When we are feeling hot, what we say, we need some fresh means air. But what that fresh air or the wind, okay, we means they what we can say, the running air or the moving air which we feel sometimes, that is basically wind. So it blows because of the uneven hitting on the earth. The wind may be a gentle breeze or it may be a fast creating stronger. Means sometimes in summer season when it cold, a cold small air comes to us, it is known as breeze. But when a strong air comes at some areas, it becomes storms, right? The greater means strong air, it forms a storm means what? One which causes destruction, right? So wind has the one which is small gives means gives a nice cold feeling, and whereas the one which comes with very fast air is it creates destruction. Okay, so wind affects weather to a greater extent. Now for this, best example is in last month you might have heard that a great storm is coming to tornado entered in India, right? So due to which at many places destruction caused. So the wind which comes means the wind which comes has great impact on the nature. Clear? So the speed of wind is measure using anemometer. Okay, so which type of meter we have seen? Hygrometer is for humidity, then rainfall measurement is rain gauge, and anemometer is used to measure the speed of the wind. Clear? Now next is climate. Now why do you think a particular region of a world is desert, another is a grassland? You might have seen on earth, right? Some places there is a desert, on some places there is a what we can say seashore, some places there is a forest, or some places there is a rainforest. Means all these regions are different regions are present on the earth. Now why these regions are present? Because depending upon the climatic condition. Climatic conditions means what? Now you as you know, as I have explained here, on the earth, okay, the sunlight do not reach the poles easily. Okay, the more there is a very less, means very less sunlight goes to the poles, due to which there is a snow. Okay, means what? Now which climatic condition affecting the poles is the sunlight, right? Because of the less sunlight you will observe more snow at the poles, whereas you will observe no snow at the equator. At the equator there is no snow. Why? Because sunlight is much more. So depending upon the climatic condition, the areas are present on the earth. Clear? Now if a place has more cold days than hot days, then that place too is said to be have a cold climate, right? Like our Kashmir, means all the northern parts which have less sunlight, so they are cold climatic areas. Whereas the place that has more means dry climate, or like this, they are called as deserts. Like in Rajasthan we are having desert, right? So the climate in Nainital in Himalayan region is cold, whereas in Chennai is warm and humid, right? The climate in Kerala is hot and wet, while in Jaisalmer in Rajasthan it is hot and dry. So there are different climatic conditions in India which has been described here. So the climate of a place determines the plants and animals found over there, right? Depending upon the climate, the plants and animals are found over there. Like in Kashmir we get apple trees, but we do not found apple trees here, right? We found here mango trees. So depend why? Because mango need more heat and apple do not require more heat. So that's why apples are present in Kashmir, whereas mangoes are present in our areas. So that is why depending upon the climatic conditions we found the animals and planets at different places, right? Now factors that affect climate, right? There are three factors, that is latitude, altitude, and three, no, there are four: distance from a water body and the ocean current. Now latitude means distance from the equator. Now as I said, this portion is called as equator, so distance away from the equator is called as latitude. So the rays of sunlight fall on the region near the equator directly, while they hit the region near the poles in a slanted way. As I have explained, the earth is not straight, it is quite slanted. So the rays reaches the equator first, then it goes to the what we can say poles, right? So that is why the equator is more hot and the poles are less hot. Next is altitude. Altitude means what? Higher the sea level, means above the sea level. Now the mountains have high altitude, right? Because you can say the mountain, now the height of the mountain. Okay, if someone is standing above the mountain and here is the sea, so its height from, means its distance from sea to that mountain is very high, so the altitude is high. So higher above the sea level is the place, and the cooler it is. Means on mountains there are hill stations, right? On mountains there are hill station and they are comparatively very cold. The hill stations are cold. Why? Because they are present above the sea level. And why they are cold? Because in sea you can observe the cold and warm what we can say winds, and whereas these winds do not reaches the mountain tops, and that is why the hill stations are cold comparatively. Next, from distance from a water body. Now places near a large water body do not have large variations in temperature when compared to, now normally when you sit near a water body, if you sit near a lake, what you will feel? You will feel a cold climate only, not that cool, but yeah, you will feel comparatively cold climate. So it do not keeps on changing again and again. Like normally at our places what happens, sometimes we feel hot, sometimes we feel cool, but near the water bodies the temperature is almost constant. That is, it is not that hot, it is not that cold. Next is ocean currents. Now due to the ocean, what happened? The air flowing in the oceans creates the warm or cold, what means cold climate, right? Because sometimes due to the heat, more heat, what happens? Warm air flows. Due to the less heat, sometimes cool air flows. So depending upon their air, the temperature near the ocean changes. Okay, so that is why we see a different type of climate near the ocean. Clear? So with this we will stop here. In the next lecture we will go for adaptation of animals and further remaining topics. Clear?